Did you know that your brain can perform 38,000 trillion operations per second? Yet sometimes it can't get you off the couch to exercise. Funny, right? That's the power of motivation, or lack thereof. Welcome, fellow explorers, to our journey into the mysterious world of motivation. A world where the most advanced supercomputer, the human brain, with its mind-boggling processing power, can sometimes fail to perform the simplest tasks. It's a bit like having the world's fastest car, but not being able to find the keys. We've all been there, haven't we? Now let's take a moment to appreciate the irony. Here we have this incredible organ, capable of understanding the mysteries of the universe, creating breathtaking works of art, and inventing life-altering technologies. Yet, there are days when it can't muster enough energy to get us to put on a pair of running shoes. It's like having a Ferrari in the garage, but choosing to walk because you can't bother to start the engine. So, what's the deal with motivation? Why is it that one moment we're full of energy, ready to conquer the world, and the next, we're wrestling with the decision to hit the snooze button or get out of bed? Well, friends, it turns out that motivation isn't just about willpower. It's a complex interplay of biological, psychological, and environmental factors. It's about the brain's reward system, our personal goals and values, and the environment we live in. It's about dopamine levels, intrinsic and extrinsic motivators, and the impact of positive reinforcement. So, if your brain is such a powerhouse, why does it fail to motivate you sometimes? Is it just being lazy, or is there more to the story? Could it be that we're not using the right strategies to engage this incredible organ? Or perhaps we're not providing it with the right fuel or environment to function optimally? Well, buckle up, because we're about to embark on a fascinating journey into the science of motivation. We'll explore why we struggle with motivation and what we can do to stay inspired and achieve our goals. So, if your brain is such a powerhouse, why does it fail to motivate you sometimes? Let's dive into the science behind it. Motivation isn't just a switch that you can flip on and off. It's more like a moody cat that only comes when it feels like it. But don't worry, we can learn to tame this cat. Now, let's dive into the science behind motivation. We've all heard of dopamine, right? This cool little neurotransmitter acts like the brain's very own motivational speaker, whispering motivational quotes into your neurons. When we're working towards a goal or checking off tasks, our brain rewards us by releasing dopamine, creating a feeling of satisfaction. It's like your brain gives you a high five every time you achieve something. Cool, isn't it? But what about when we're feeling lazy, unmotivated, or just plain meh? Well, that's when the moody cat shows its true colors. You see, our brain is a bit of a dopamine junkie. It's constantly seeking out the next dopamine hit. If it doesn't see a reward on the horizon, it gets pouty, just like our feline friend when it can't find its favorite toy. But here's the fun part. Our brain can be tricked. Ever heard of the term, fake it till you make it? Well, it applies here too. If you can convince your brain that a task is rewarding, it'll release dopamine, and voila, you're motivated. Now don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you should trick your brain into thinking that doing your taxes is as fun as a roller coaster ride. But breaking a large task into smaller, manageable chunks can help trick your brain into releasing those sweet, sweet dopamine hits more often. Remember, your brain is like a little kid. It loves rewards and hates boredom. So the trick is to make it believe that every task, no matter how mundane, is a step towards a bigger reward. So now that we know what's happening in our brain when we're motivated, or not, let's look at some practical tips to keep the motivation cat purring. Ever tried tricking your brain? It's not easy, but it's not impossible either. It's like playing a game of chess with yourself, and you're always one step ahead. Now let's dive into some practical tips and techniques to keep that motivation soaring high, just like a kangaroo on a trampoline. Tip 1. Set achievable goals. It's like planning your chess game. You wouldn't aim to checkmate in one move, would you? No, you'd strategize, taking it step by step. Similarly, break your goals into smaller, manageable tasks. It's easier to climb a ladder than to leap to the top in one go. Next up, tip 2. Celebrate the small wins. Each chess piece you capture is a tiny victory leading towards the ultimate win. So, whether it's finishing a chapter of a book or just getting out of bed on a Monday morning, Give yourself a pat on the back. You're doing great. On to tip 3. Keep the end goal in sight. In chess, you always have your eye on the king, right? The same goes for motivation. Visualize your end goal, whether it's acing that exam, finishing that novel, or finally learning how to make a decent cup of coffee. Coming in at number 4, stay positive. Yes, it sounds cliche, but it's important. You wouldn't play chess thinking you're going to lose, would you? So don't let negative thoughts cloud your mind. Let's view obstacles as opportunities to learn, not as roadblocks. Tip 5. Surround yourself with motivation. In chess, you'd study grandmaster games, wouldn't you? Similarly, read inspiring stories, listen to motivational podcasts, or watch a feel-good movie. Fuel that fire within you. Another tip, number 6, practice self-care. You wouldn't play chess on an empty stomach or without enough sleep, right? So take care of yourself. Eat well, sleep well, and remember to take breaks. A well-rested brain is a motivated brain. Our 7th tip, embrace failure. In chess, every loss is a lesson. If you didn't lose, you wouldn't learn, right? So, don't be afraid of mistakes. They're just stepping stones on the path to success. And finally, tip 8, keep learning. In chess, there's always a new strategy to learn. Similarly, keep expanding your knowledge, keep challenging yourself. Remember, a stagnant pond breeds mosquitoes, but a flowing river carves canyons. And there you have it, some practical tips to keep your motivation levels high. But wait, there's more. Did you know your environment and habits play a huge role in your motivation? It's like they're the stage crew of your personal motivation theater. Now, let's imagine your life as a grand theater production. You're the star, of course, but who's managing the lights, the props, the stage? That's your environment and your habits, working tirelessly behind the scenes. They might not be in the limelight, but they're shaping the show. Think about it. Your environment is like the set design. It sets the mood and tone. It can enhance your performance. Or if it's cluttered and chaotic, it can throw you off your game. If you're trying to write a novel, but your workspace is as noisy as a kangaroo convention, chances are you won't be penning the next bestseller anytime soon. And what about your habits? They're like the stage manager calling the shots, keeping everything running smoothly. If you have a habit of hitting the snooze button more times than a kangaroo has hops, your morning routine might be more of a mad scramble than a serene start to the day. But if you have a habit of waking up early, having a healthy breakfast, and setting your goals for the day, you're setting the stage for a successful performance. But here's the kicker. You're not just the star of the show. You're also the director. You have the power to change the set design, to hire a new stage manager. If your environment is distracting, declutter. If your habits are holding you back, replace them with new, productive ones. So in the grand theater of life, don't forget about your hard-working stage crew. Your environment and habits might be behind the scenes, but they're instrumental in shaping your performance. Give them the attention they deserve. After all, even the best actor can't shine on a poorly managed stage. So remember to pay attention to your environment and habits. They're the unsung heroes in your motivation journey. Well, that's all for today, folks. Remember, motivation isn't a mystical force. It's a moody cat that you can learn to coax. We've journeyed through the curious case of motivation, delved into its science, and even unearthed some practical tips to keep it purring. The role of environment and habits in shaping motivation is undeniable, and understanding this relationship can be a game changer. It's time now to put these insights into action. Try to understand what makes your motivation cat purr. Is it a challenging task, a rewarding outcome, or perhaps a supportive environment? Remember, it's not about finding a magic bullet, but rather understanding your unique rhythm. Experiment with these tips, tweak them to suit your style, and watch your motivation soar. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more, do remember to hit that subscribe button. And remember, you're just one chess move away from winning the motivation game. See you in the next video.